I don't know. It's just before we were going to be shallow and serious. Yeah,
cheers. Cheers.
She called me, and these two are they call I talked to her personally, I told her to be there for 6. Charity said.
5. Just in case.
Yeah, I know.
That's all. Chalo hai.
I don't want to.
Just Krishna.
Kartiwala phone to.
Super.
So I can get the discussion. Namaste.
आपको
Sponsor? Yeah.
नहीं ये लाइन के साथ के लिए ऊपर जाके रख दे
आपको पूजा में तो नहीं बैठेंगे ना
नहीं
बनाना बिगड़ गई
क्या हुआ
ये बनाना बिगड़ गई
नहीं चलेगा या इसमें रख दीजिए
ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन और ये बर्तन आपको वापस चाहिए ना
हाँ मिल जाएगा तो ठीक है नहीं तो कोई
नहीं ले लीजिए
पैसा आते हैं आ गए
सुधी जी जय श्री कृष्ण Oh, you want to sit there? No, I'm not sitting. I want you to go. Keep the. No. You both have to sit. I'm also taking.
आपका नाम क्या हुआ Hello, sir. That is for senior citizens.
Yes.
Oh.
He was telling me.
I was telling
You
her.
want to come?
No.
No, because mainly that's he is
Ah,
so
sit here.
come sit here.
Yep.
You can sit here. I'll sit down. You go. I didn't sit there.
Do you need the backup chair?
Oh,
Yeah, take it.
sure.
Okay. Go. Bring.
The backrest. I don't know, California से रात को आया तो बीच आ जाए
Yeah. 3-hour time zone difference.
हाँ exactly और रेडा लेके आए तो
So where? He lives in San Francisco?
नहीं he has gone to meet their cousins. He lives in Atlanta.
Oh,
Atalanta. Uh-oh. Atalanta. Very good.
So really says है काफी लोग आ रहे हैं
देखिए 5 तो तैयार करके रखी है.
ठीक है त्रिशा बस रास्ते पे है
I'm ready for 5.
ओके
पंच परमेश्वर.
ओके
चल. Do you need water or anything?
No.
So this is very common puja in Indian family, Hindu family. So generally we do on each full moon day. We are waiting for a few more participants. You're doing great. So look at your puja thali. So this is your puja thali. So there are all needed items are there. In the first cup, the rice. Second cup, red color kumkum. In the third cup, yellow color turmeric powder. Fourth cup, sindoor, orange color. White color is abir, and pink color is gulal. Right? You have 2 betel nuts in your puja thali. 1 idol of the Lord Ganesha, right? And brass Ganesha, and 1 picture of the Lord Satyanarayana. You have 2 little leaf, right? Little leaf. Here is the kalash, water pot. Be careful, water is inside. You have 1 coconut, 4 fruits, and 4 plates, and 1 water cup. Water cup with a spoon.
This is what is also.
Yes.
Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna.
ये बच्चों ने बोला तो बच्चों से करा आज देवर को
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
storage
Storage, right.
Shri Krishna
Ajay.
Ajay bhai I keep calling you Ajay bhai don't I
रख दिया
अच्छा कमल को भी कहाँ चढ़ते हाँ उसको दिखाना चाहिए
Roshni. Is your friend?
Trisha? Trisha's coming.
Yes. One more person.
ભાઈ મારે
I never met.
और બે ત્રણ જણા આવવાના છે 1 2 3 4 5
Yeah. So you could have one.
ના
તમારી બાજુ
ના
ये लगी किसी की नहीं कौन बैठ તમારી સાથે બેસો નહીં પણ તમે ખુશી એ બંને સાથે બેસો
Oh yeah, there, right? Some Chakravarti.
Yes.
Where she is.
Trisha, you can sit down.
Well, I'll call her once I start without.
Best.
Obviously,
Yash and they are coming to Yash and Bila. But they are not going to.
Yeah.
just let's call here one sponsor we have who let first. Chakravarti.
No, this is with Anudev plans. Roshni and Roshni and
Trusha.
Trusha.
Right.
Trusha. Oh, अच्छा Trusha. This is Trusha.
Okay.
Trusha. Oh, sorry.
Rosa.
अच्छा पहले से नहीं दिखवाया हमने ये दोनों ने नहीं
So
अभी
let's first
शाम को ही बनवा
ask the Chakravarti first.
Yeah, let me ask one more because somebody else has signed out. So
We have signed.
Jet lag, I was saying, we came in the morning, California. That's okay.
Ariana.
Working. Ronald is okay. Moving to neither.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
to that came through the phone, some people they was me and I have done. Okay, yeah, this is for.
No, no.
I mean, okay, I already talked to her. This is the number. 6.
Sure, that's the number.
Yeah, yeah.
License.
Madhuri.
She got the license.
Yeah, she has.
Both.
By before. Yeah, 2 times. She's in Australia.
Wow.
3984.
She wants to do special.
Madhuri.
Like that. No, no.
Hello. Is Mrs. Chakravarti? Yes, namaste. This is the Shri here from the Shri. Are you coming today? Or just
She's happy that she will continue. Because she was
So we are actually late, so
she's thinking that this was a
yeah, we are waiting for
she
you.
was a line. She has a match.
Yeah,
She was
please.
a line. Get matched. Yeah, that's the way. Just increase the chances of applying as it is.
આ લોકો flight કેમ પકડે? Innova કે જે છે, flight પકડવું હોય. So, मैं आपके लिए अल्टरनेट व्यवस्था करूं क्योंकि ये ऑलरेडी किसी के लिए रिजर्व है तो उनके लिए मैं चेयर
She can join us.
एक लगा
देयर
हमारे साथ
या मैम
you know, somebody coming here, I accept it. No, wait. If I apply for कुछ extra chairs, extra chair. तो ये
खाना तो क्या मैं शेयर करी दूँ तो भी
नहीं चेयर स्टेज ऊपर चेयर तो ये पर चेयर
काम करेगा आज मैंने पंचपात्र coconut fruit right everything paper napkin and you are only one so please check your food पानी है ना पानी को लस्सी लोटा चार प्लेट चल now we can start Indian Standard Time yes my habit is chal where is your dad today
he's on his way.
he's on the way yeah he does. Do you know she is the in charge of our Ganpati festival? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, Namaste, Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Now we can start the puja. First, please check your puja thali. If anything, if you need, just raise your hand. You have one puja thali. So in puja thali, there are 6 cups are there. Rice chokha, in the second cup red color kumkum powder, turmeric powder, sindoor, abir, gulal, and one brass murti of the Ganesha, one picture of the Lord Satyanarayana, 2 betel nuts, bitter leaf, 1 kalash, means lota with water, and bitter leaves are there, 1 coconut, and narachari. Narachari means red color thread, and you have 4 plates. And 1 small water pot that is called Achmani Panchapatra, right? And we have 2 Panchamrita bowl, so we can share together. 1 Panchamrit is over there, 1 Panchamrit. Here you can see the white color, that is the Panchamrit. Okay? So now we can start the puja. First, close your hand and do namaskar to your religious guru. Today is the Purushottam Masa Purnima. Purushottam Masa Purnima means every 3rd year we have 1 extra month. So this year it falls in the month of Shravan or Savan. So today is the Adhika Masa Purnima. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunna Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Hari Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha Prarthana Purvakam Namaskaromi. Then second thing is the Pavitrikaran. Pavitrikaran means just use your left hand, take this, use the water little bit on your right palm and sprinkle on your body. Om Pavitra Pavitrova, you take this one. Om Pavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastham Gatopiva Jasmareta Pundarikaksham Savahi Abhyantaraha Suchehi Pundarikakshaha Punatamam Pundarikakshaha Punatamam Pundarikakshaha Punatamam. After Pavitrikaran, we do Achmani. In the same way, take the water again on your right palm and drink it 3 times. That is called Achmani. Om Keshavaya Namaha Swaha. Drink it. Om. Second time. Om Madhavaya Namah Swaha. Again drink it. Third time. Om Narayanaya Namah Swaha. Drink it. And the fourth time, just take a little bit of water and clean your hands. Om Hrishikeshaya Namah Swaha. Hasta Prakshalanam. You have paper napkin, you can see. Clean your hands. The next step is the tilak. You can see my forehead, a red color tilak. So use your ring finger and put it on your forehead. Om Swastina Indro Vredasravaha Swastina Pukha Vishwavedaha Swastina Starakshav Varishtanemihi Swastino Brihaspatiradadhatu Om Chandaram Vandate Nityam Pavitram Papanasanam Apadam Harate Nityam Lakshmi Tishtati Sarvada Lakshmi Tishtati Sarvada. That's here for you. Everything is there. Just sit down.
Yeah, you can come. Come, you can come.
Okay. After the tilak, next step, take some flower petals from here. And you have the flower petal over there. Take some flowers more. Or I can give it to you. You just take that one. I have it. And Jagdish bhai, तुम्हारे पास है ना?
You need one.
No. Take one flower petal and we do Shanti mantra. Take one flower petal. Om Deohau Shanti Antarikshagum Shanti Prithave Shanti Rapah Shanti Raukhadaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishwe Devaha Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagum Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Jato Jatah Samihase Tatono Avayam Kuru Shannah Kuru Prajabhyo Vayamnah Pashubhyah Om Susantir Bhavatu Om Susantir Bhavatu Om Sarvarishta Susantir Bhavatu. First, do namaskar to Lord Ganesh Ganpati ji. Om Bhagavate Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Lakshmi Narayana-bhyam Namaha. Om Uma Maheswara-bhyam Namaha. Om Bani Hiranyagarbha-bhyam Namaha. Om Shashi Purandra-bhyam Namaha. Om Mata Pitri Charanakamle-bhyo Namaha. Om Ishtadevata-bhyo Namaha. Om Kuladevata-bhyo Namaha. Om Gramadevata-bhyo Namaha. Om Sthanadevata-bhyo Namaha. Om Vastu-devata-bhyo Namaha. Om Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namaha. Om Sarvebhyo Brahmanebhyo Namaha. Etat Karma Pradhana Bhagavate Sri Mahalakshmi Sahitaya Sri Satyadevaya Namaha. That flower offered to the Lord Ganpati. Now, next step is the Sankalpa. So, head of the household, here you are, and you just only just hold. Who is the elder? Who is younger? You are elder. Right? Yeah. So, you can join his answer. Yeah. So hold the water in the spoon and you can join your hand together. Right. Om Sumukhascha Dantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakah Lambodarascha Vikto Vignanaso Vinayakah Dhumrake Turganadhaksho Bhala Chandro Gajananah Dvadasaitani Namani Ja Padhe Srunayadapi Vidyarambhe Vivahe Cha Praveshe Nirgame Tatha Sangrame Sankate Chaiva Vignastasya Najayate Shuklambaradharam Devam Shashivaranam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadhanam Dhyayet Sarvabhignopashantaye Abhipsitartha Siddhyartham Pujito Jasurasuraiha Sarvabhignarastasmai Ganadhipataye Namaha Sarvamangalamaangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Om Vishnave Namaha Om Vishnave Namaha Om Vishnave Namaha Om Vishnura Vishnura Harir Harihi Om Namaha Paramatmane Sri Purana Purushottamasya Sri Vishnuragya Pravartamanasya Brahmano Ahani Dutiya Parardhe Sri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Kraunchakudvipe Ramanaka Varshe Aindrik Khande Uttari Amerika Yaha New Jersey Rajya बर्लिन स्थित सनातन हिंदू मंदिर प्रांगण स्थित स्थान विशेषे मासोत्तमे मासे शुभे पुण्य पवित्र मासे प्रथम श्रावण मासीय शुक्ल पक्षीय पूर्णिमायाम तिथौ मंगलवासरे. Now next is the I need your gotra. If you know your gotra, you can say Amuka Gotrasya, otherwise say Kashyapa Gotra. Amuka Amuka Gotra Nama, then say your name, family member's name, all them. सकल कुटुंबस्य सकल परिवार सहितस्य अद्य दिने श्रुति स्मृति पुराणोक्त वेदोक्त पुण्य फल प्राप्त्यर्थम अप्राप्त लक्ष्मी प्राप्त्यर्थम प्राप्त लक्ष्मी चिरकाल संरक्षणार्थम सकल मन इप्सित कामना संसिद्ध्यर्थम लोके वा राजसभायां तद्द्वारे वा सर्वत्र यश विजय लाभ आयु कीर्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम व्यापारे व्यवसाये दशविध लक्ष्मी प्राप्त्यर्थम उच्च शिक्षा क्षेत्रे सेवा क्षेत्रे क्रमोन्नति पदोन्नति प्राप्त्यर्थम तथा च आधिदैविक आधिभौतिक आध्यात्मिक त्रिविधतापशमनोपनार्थम धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम भगवान श्री सत्यनारायण देवता प्रीत्यर्थम यथा ज्ञानेन मिलितोपचारेण श्री सत्यनारायण पूजन पूर्वकम तत्कथा श्रवणम चाहम करिष्ये. That water offer in the copper plate. You have a copper plate, right? Any copper plate. Sir, your copper plate is there. Cover it. Put it there on the floor. So it was the sankalpa. तदंगत्वेन प्रथमं गणपति पूजनम कलश आराधनम नवग्रह पूजनम दीप पूजनम दिग्रक्षणम चाहम करिष्ये. Now next step is the digrakshan. So close your hand and you don't need to move anywhere. Just rotate your hand. ओम जय तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति श्रिका हस्तानि खंगिनः तेखागुं सहस्रयोजनेव धन्वानि तन्मसि. ओम पृथ्वी त्वया धृता लोका देवी त्वं विष्णुना धृता त्वं च धारि मां देवी पवित्रं कुरु चासनम्. ओम आधार शक्त्यै नमः. Downstairs fridge. आधार शक्त्यै नमः. Then ring the bell. ओम आगमनार्थं तु देवानां गमनार्थं तु राक्षसां घंटानादं प्रकुर्वीत पश्चात् घंटां प्रपूजयेत. ओम घंटानाद मुहूर्त देवताभ्यो नमः. Then pray to this prompt. ओम पांजन्याय विद्महे पवमानाय धीमहि तन्नो शंखः प्रचोदयात्. ओम शंखस्थ पद्मावत्यै नमः. पद्मावत्यै नमः. सकलोपचारार्थे गंधाक्षरा पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि नमस्करोमि. Then close your hand and pray to the Lord Sun. ओम जपा कुसुम संकासम काश्यपेयं महादुतिं तमोरिं सर्व पापघ्नं प्रणतोऽस्मि दिवाकरम्. ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ओम भगवते श्री भुवन भास्कराय नमः. We have here the lamp, so pray to the lamp. ओम भोदीप ब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं कर्मसाक्षी ह्यवघ्नकृत यावत् पूजा समाप्तिर्स्यात् तावत् त्वं सुस्थिरो भव. ओम दीपलक्ष्म्यै नमः. Now first is, now next step is the Ganesh Puja, Ganapati Pujan. So take one flower petal in the one copper plate, put it in the middle. You have already plates over there. In the middle, put the flower petal and take the Lord Ganesha's idol, put it on that. So in this plate, we will worship to Lord Ganapati. Okay? Kya? Yes. Copper plate. Copper plate ni andar. फ्लावर वाली जैसा છે ને તો આગળ કરી દો તો ત્યાં જગહ પડી જાય. એ ફ્લાવર વાલી જે વેસલ છે ને તો આગળ કરી દો. યા જગદીશભાઈ ની લેફ્ટ હેન્ડ માં મૂકી દો તો એ ચાલે. Okay. Take one flower petal and the first step is that we are going to invoke the Lord Ganesha. Next shloka is very common. Vigneshwaraya Varadaya Surapriyaya. Ready? Om Vigneshwaraya Varadaya Surapriyaya Lambodara Vishveshvaraya Sakalaya Jagadhitaya Nagananaya Shruti Yagna Vibhushitaya Gauri Sutaya Gananatha Namo Namaste Lambodaram Namastobhyam Satam Modaka Priya Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakarayesu Sarvada Om Siddhi Buddhi Subhalabh Sahita Bhagavate Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha Dhyayami Avahayami Asthapayami. Offer to the Lord Ganapati. And then take little bit rice, very little. Om Mano Jyotirjukatama Jisya Brahspati Jagagum Samamandhat Vishwe Devasa Ihamadantam Om Pratishtha Om Bhagavate Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha Avahayami Avahanam Samarapayami. Offer to the Lord Ganapati. Then next is the asana. So take one flower petal again, offer to the Lord Ganapati. Om Purukha Evedagum Sarvam Jad Bhutam Jajabhavyam Utamritatva Sheshanah Jadannenati Rohati. Om Siddhi Buddhi Subhalabh Sameta Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha Idam Puspa Asanam Samarapayami. Then next step is you have this small copper spoon. So use that spoon and 4 times water offer to Lord Ganapati. How many times? 4 times. Om Deva Satva Savito Prashashnor Bahubhyam Ushno Hastabhyam Om Idam Padayoh Padyam Hastayor Argyam Argyam Mukhe Achamaniyam Sarvange Swasnaniyam Jalam Samarapayami. Om Siddhi Buddhi Subha Labh Sahita Bhagavate Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha. Now you can pull the Panchamrita. And there you can see the plastic spoon is there, right? So 5 drop Panchamrit offer to Lord Ganapati. Om Panchanadiyah Saraswati Mapijanti Sasrotasah Saraswati to Panchadha Sodese Avasarita. Yeah, same. Give it to you. Yeah. Om Panchamritam Mayanitam 5 times. Because 5 things are there. So that's why 5 times. Milk, yogurt, honey, sugar, ghee, right? Om Panchamritam Mayanitam Payodadhe Kritam Madhu Sarkaraya Samayuktam Snanartham Pratigrihatam. Om Siddhi Buddhi Subhalabh Sameta. Give it to her. Om Siddhi Buddhi Subhalabh Sameta Bhagavate. That's it. Bhagavate Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha Panchamrita Snaniyam Samarapayami. Om Panchanadyah Saraswati Mapijanti Sasrotasah Saraswati to Panchadha Sodese Abhavat Sarita. Om Bhagavate Sri Siddhi Buddhi Subhalabh Sameta Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha Panchamrita Snaniyam Samarapayami. Then 1 spoon water. Om Gange Cha Jamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Sthanartham Pratigrihatam. Now little water, just a sprinkle on Lord Ganapati, and I'm going to chant the Sankatanashan Ganapati Stotram. Om Naradvacha Pranamya Sirasha Devam Gauri Putram Vinayakam Bhaktavasam Asmare Nityam Ayu Pani Chadai. Nahi, aur chadai. Pranamya Sirasha Devam Gauri Putram Vinayakam Bhaktavasam Asmare Nityam Ayushkama Artha Siddhaye Prathamam Vakratundam Cha Ekadantam Dutiyakam Tritiyam Krishna Pingaksham Gajavaktram Chaturthakam Lambodaram Panchamam Cha Sashtham Vikatam Eva Cha Saptamam Vignarajendram Dhumra Varnam Tathastamam Navam Bhalachandram Cha Dasamam Tu Vinayakam Ekadasham Ganapatim Dvadasham Tu Gajananam Dvadasaitani Namani Trisandhyam Ja Patennarah Nacha Vignavayam Tasya Sarvasiddhi Karam Param Vidyarthi Lavate Vidyam Dhanarthi Lavate Dhanam Putrarthi Lavate Putran Moksharthi Lavate Gatim Japeta Ganapati Stotram Khadviram Asai Phalam Laveta Samvatsarena Siddhim Cha Lavate Natra Shamshaya Ashtabhyo Brahmane Vyascha Likitva Samarapayeta Tasya Vidya Bhave Sarva Ganeshasya Prasadata Iti Sri Narada Purane Sankaranasram Ganapati Stotram Sampurnam. Again use the clean water and clean him, wipe him, the Lord Ganapati. Om Suddhavala Sarvashuddhavalo Manivala Dadasunaha Setaha Seta Kshoranste Rudraya Pashpataye Karana Jama Vlipta Rudrana Bhorupaha Parjanyaha. This flower is there? Yeah. So that bowl keep empty. That bowl. and whatever water it is in your plate, that put it in the empty bowl. Yes. Put it in. Clean your plate also. Use little water and clean. One flower petal, put it in the middle, in the copper pot, copper plate, and place the Ganesha on it. Okay. So now you can see in your puja thali, red color thread is there. So take one piece of the thread. And if possible, make the loop and offer to Lord Ganpati. Om Basoho Pavitramasi Satadaram Basoho Pavitramasi Sasradharam Deva Satva Savita Punada Basoho Pavitrena Satadharena Supwa Kama Dukshaha Om Bhurvaswa Bhagavate Shri Siddhi Buddhi Subhalava Samet Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha Vastropa Vastram Samara Payami Vastropa Vastram Samarpayami. Then kumkum powder, turmeric powder, orange color powder, use that one and offer to Lord Ganpati. Om Kumkum Kamana Devyam Kamane Kamadam Subham Kumkumenarchito Deva Ataha Shantim Prayachame. Om Sinduram Sobhanam Raktam Saubhagyam Sukhavardhanam Subhadam Kamadam Cheva Sinduram Pratigrihatam Pratigrihatam. Use the rice. Om Akshatascha Surasrestha Kumkumakta Sushobhita Maya. Use the rice. Maya Nivedito Bhaktya Grihana Parameshwara. Little bit flour. Om Malyadini Sugandhini Malatyadini Vai Prabhu Maya Hritani Pushpani Pujartham Pratigrihatam. Then white color powder, pink color powder. Use that one. Abir Gulal. Om Abiram Chakulalam Cha Choba. आप माया बहन को ना कॉपी करते रहिए. आप माया बहन को देख करके उनको कॉपी करते रहिए. ओम अबीरम च कुलालम च चोवा चंदनमेव च अबीरेणार्चितो देव अतः शांतिं प्रयच्छमे. ओम नाना परिमल सौभाग्य द्रव्यानि समर्पयामि. Take flower petal and rice in your hand. Om Lambodaram Paramasundara Mekadantam Raktambaram Trinayanam Paramam Pavitram Ujjvala Divakara Karojjvala Kayakantam Vighaneswaram Sakala Vignaharam Namami. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakara Yesu Sarvada. Om Siddhi Buddhi Suhalava Samet Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha Sakalopachararthe Gandhakshata Puspani Samarpayami. Offer to the Lord Ganpati. Now take the Ganesha's plate, gently, carefully touch it on your forehead and give it to me. Take it. Ganesh, Om Namo Bhradapataye Namo Ganapataye Namaha Brahmatapataye Namastestu Lambodraye Ekadantaya Vigna Vinasane Shivshudaya Shri Varadamurtaye Namo Namaha. Om Bhurvaswa Bhagavate Shri Siddhi Buddhi Subhalava Sameta Sriman Mahaganapataye Namaha. Prarthana Purvakam Namaskaram Samarpayami. One spoon water, offer in the proper plate. Anena Kritena Pujanena Bhagavan Sriman Mahaganapati Devata. Priyatam Namama Namama. Now after the Ganpati Puja, we will do the Kalash Puja. So you can see you have one lota. So lota, put it in the at the front. In the front. Make sure water is inside. One bitter leaf is there, right? A lota, and you have one coconut, correct? Yes, correct. So use your right hand and just touch the lota. Om Kalasasya Mukhe Vishnu Kanthe Rudra Samasritah Mule Tosisdo Brahma Madhye Matrana Smritah Kukshotu Sagara Sarve Saptadvipa Vasundhara Rigvedo Yajurveda Samavedo Hidarvana Angaisha Sahita Sarve Kalasasya Tu Samasritah Atra Gayatri Savitri Sante Pushte Karitatha Ayantu Deva Pujartham Durita Kshaya Karakaha. Use the copper spoon and 4 times water offer inside the kalash. If you don't have water, a water jug is there. So fill the water in your small water. Gange cha jamune chaiva godavari saraswati narmade sindhu kaveri jale asmin sannidhim kuru kaveri tungbhadra cha krishna vetya 4 times. Kaveri tungbhadra cha krishna vetya cha gautami bhagirathi cha vikhyata pancha ganga prakirtitaah. Take 1 flower petal, rice, turmeric powder together and offer inside the kalash. Saklopchararthe gandhakshata puspani samarpayami. Om apampataya varunaya namah varunaradhyavai devatabhyo namah. Offer inside the kalash. Om Ambe Ambike Ambalike Namanayati Kashana Sasata Subha Subhadrikam Kampilya Vasanim. Om Panchapallavan Surupena Tambul Pallavani Samarpayami. Now hold the coconut. Make sure the coconut eyes should be up. Om Srishchate Lakshmi Shapatanya Bahoratre Parshwe Nakshatrani Rupamasino Vyatam Ikhan Nikhanam Maikana Sarvalokam Ikshana. Carefully put it on the top, on the kalash. Right. All right. Take the red color powder, red color paste or powder, kumkum, and each side of the each side means the all 4 side on the kalash. Just do the tilak, do the changla. Om Purve Rigvedaya Namaha Rigvedam Sampujayami. Om Dakshine Yajurvedaya Namaha Yajurvedam Sampujayami. Paschime Samavedaya Namaha Samavedam Sampujayami. Uttare Atharvedaya Namaha Atharvavedam Sampujayami. Om Bhagavate Shri Apampataya Varunaya Namaha Varunaradhyavahita Devatabhyo Namaha. Varunaradhyavahita Devatabhyo Namaha. And on the coconut, all kind of powders, little bit, sprinkle it. Om Manastoke Tanay Mana Aviki Mano Koko Mano Vasvisuridika Mano Vinand Drabhamino Vadhiravasmanta Sadamitwa Havamahe. Om Rostam Sasam Saranistoparam Sanita Sadan Nisavarunarita Sadam Nasi Varunarita Sadanamasita. Om Bhagavate Shri Apampate Varunaya Namaha Varunaradhyavahit Devatabhyo Namaha. Sindoor, Abir, Gulal, turmeric powder, haldi. Now take a few petals and rice in your hand and pray to the Lord of Water. His name is Varuna. Om Namo Namaste Spatika Prabhaya Suswetaharaya Sumangalaya Supasahastaya Jakasanaya Jaladhinathaya Namo Namaste Pashapani Namastobhyam Padmani Jivanayaka Javad Pujam Karishyami Tavat Tvam Swisthiro Bhava. Om Bhagavate Shri Apampataye Varunaya Namaha. Offer on the coconut. Coconut, on coconut. And now next is use your both hand and carefully hold the kalash in your hand. Both hand. Om Bho Brahmana Mama Sakal Kudumbasya Sakal Parivar Saitasya Karishamanaya Sri Satyanarayana Puja Karmani Antargatena Asirvachanam Apekshmanaya Punyam Kalyanam Riddhim Swasti Srihi Iti Bhavantu Brabhantu Naha. Om Astu Punyaham Astu Punyaham Astu Punyaham. Om Kalyanamastu Om Kalyanamastu Om Kalyanamastu. Om Karmaridhyatam Karmaridhyatam Karmaridhyatam. Om Ayushyamate Swasti Ayushyamate Swasti Ayushyamate Swasti. Om Astu Srihi Astu Srihi Astu Srihi. Now gently that colors just touch it on your forehead. Om Tadeva Laganam Sudidam Tadeva Tara Valam Chandra Valam Tadeva विद्यावलं दैवबलं तदेव लक्ष्मीपते तेऽङ्घ्रियुगं स्मरामि लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराजयः येषामिन्दीवरश्यामो हृदयस्थो जनार्दनः जत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयोर्भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम। अनेन कृतेन पूजनेन भगवान् श्री कलशाधिष्ठित वरुणाराध्य देवता समेत पुण्यः वाचन देवता प्रियन्तां नमः नमः। One by one, कलश give it to me. Three, four, one more. Just for precaution, right? If by mistake it would then everywhere flood water. Okay. So after the Kalash Puja, next step is the Navagraha Puja. So Navagraha Puja, you have one copper plate, correct? So in that copper plate, one flower petal, put it in the middle. That plate make empty, sir. That stuff, put it in that. Right. Yeah, try to take a small. If you have a small plate, take the smaller one. In that plate, put one first flower petal, and you have one betel nut, supari. Right? So that supari, put it on the flower petal. Put it on the flower petal. Yeah, put it over there. So that is the 9 planets. Take flower petal in your hand. And now we are going to invoke the 9 planets. Next shloka is also very common. Brahma Murari Tripurantakari. Om Brahma Murari Tripurantakari Bhanu Shashe Bhumi Suto Budhascha Guruscha Shukra Shani Rahu Ketavah Sarve Graha Shantikara Bhavantu Adityaya cha Somaya Mangalaya Budhaya cha Guru Shukra Sanebhyascha Rahave Ketave Namaha. Om Bhagavate Shri Suryadi Navagraha Devtabhyo Namaha. Dhyayami, Avahayami, Sthapayami, Pujayami. Offer on the 9 planets, on the supari, on the betel nut. On the betel nut in the copper plate. Yeah. Flower petal and supari. Now use the copper spoon and 4 times water offer on the. You can fill your cups. Here, water is there. You can fill your cups. Yes, dip it. Dip in the water. Four times that water offer on the betel nut. Om Deva Sattva Savito Prashashnorvahubyam Pushno Hastabhyam Om Idam Padayoh Padyam Hastayor Argyam Margyam Mukhe Achmaniyam Achmaniyam Sarvange Swasnaniyam Jalam Samarapayami. Then use the Panchamrita. Just a 5 drop Panchamrita offer on the 9 planets. Om Panchanadhyah Saraswati Mapijanti Sasrotasaha Saraswati tu Panchadha So Dese Sarita Panchamritam Mayanitam Payodadhi Kritam Madhu Sarakarayach Samayutam Snanartam Pratigrihatam Idam Panchamrita Snaniyam Bhagavate Shri Suryadi Navagraha Devtabhyo Namaha Suryadi Navagraha Devtabhyo Namaha Om Japa Kusuma Sankasam Kashipeyam Mahadutim Tamorim Sarvapapaghnam Pranatosmi Divakaram Dadeshangatu Sharabam Kshirodaranavasambhavam Namami Shasanam Somam Sambhora Mutabhushanam धरणी गर्भसम्भूतां विद्युत्कान्ति समप्रभं कुमारं शक्तिहस्तं च मङ्गलं प्रणमाम्यहम् प्रियङ्गुकलिका श्यामं रूपेण प्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम् देवानां च ऋषीणां च गुरुं काञ्चन सन्निभं बुद्धिभूतं त्रिलोकेशं तं नमामि बृहस्पतिं हिमकुन्द मृणालाभं दैत्यानां पर्वं गुरुं सर्वशास्त्र प्रवक्तारं भार्गवं प्रणमाम्यहम् नीलाञ्जन समाभासं रविपुत्रं यमाग्रजं छायामार्तण्ड सम्भूतं तं नमामि शनिश्चरम् कायं महावीर्यं चन्द्रादित्यविमर्दनं सिंहकाग्रभसम्भूतं तं राहुं प्रणमाम्यहम् पलाशपुष्पसङ्कासं तारकाग्रहमस्तकं रौद्रं रौद्रात्मकं घोरं तं केतुं प्रणमाम्यहम् ओम भगवते श्री सूर्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमः पंचामृत स्नानियं समर्पयामि. Then again use one time water. ओम गंगे च जमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिंधु कावेरी स्नानार्थं प्रति गृह्यताम्. Now use the water and offer the water, clean them, wipe it and just take it back. And the water stuff, pour it in the empty bowl. ओम गंगे च जमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिंधु कावेरी स्नानार्थं प्रतिगृह्यताम्. ओम भगवते श्री सूर्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमः. नवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमः. इदं शुद्धोदक स्नानियं समर्पयामि. शुद्धोदक स्नानान्ते शुद्ध आचमनियं समर्पयामि. It's first time here in the Satyanarayana, right? But very good.
Supari also should go in?
No, sir. Supari is the Navagraha. Only the water stuff. Water, flower, panchamrit. Supari plate. Clean your plate first. And just like we did the Lord Ganesha's time, one flower petal, put it in the empty copper plate. And Supari, put it on the flower petal. Put it on. Yes. First put the flower petal and then on it. Okay. So now next is again take one red color thread. Here. Om Jubasvasaha Parivita Aga Sausrayan Bhavati Jayamanah Tam Dhirasa Kavay Unnayanti Swadhyo Manasha Devayantaha Idam Vastropa Vastram Samarapayami. Use all kind of powders. Om Sinduram Sobhanam Raktam Sobhagyam Sukhavardhanam Subhadam. Powders on the Navagraha, on the betel. Om Sinduram Sobhanam Raktam Sobhagyam Sukhavardhanam Subhadam Kamadam Chaiva Sinduram Pratigrihatam. Om Abhiram Chakulalam Cha Chova Chandanabeva Cha Abhirenarchito Deva Ata Shantim Prayachame. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Somaya Namaha. Om Bhaumaya Namaha. Om Budhaya Namaha. અહીંયાથી પ્રસાદી લઈ લો. આજ તમે જાઓ છો કે અહીંયા પેપર નેપકિન છે ને, આ જે નેટ છે ને આ થોડું ઓપન કરજો. આમાં સ્પૂન બી હોય. લઈ How was your trip? Good? Very good. Thank you. આરતી જે છે ને 8 વાગે. So 8 o'clock. Yeah, I understand. So all kind of powders, so you put it over there. Okay. Now next is the take some flower petal and rice together in your hand and pray to the 9 planets. Om Suryah Sauryamathenduroccha padavim Sanamangala Mangala Sadabodhim cha Budho Guruscha Gurutam Shukram Sukham Shamshani Rahur Bahubalam Karotu Satatam Ketum Kulasyonnatim Nityam Pritikara Bhavantu Mamate Sarve Anukula Graha Adityaya cha Somaya Mangalaya Budhaya cha Guru Shukra Sanibhyascha Rahave Ketave Namaha Om Bhagavate Shri Suryadi Navagraha Devata Bhyo Namaha Prarthana Purvakam Namaskaran Samara Payami. Offer on the 9 planets. That plate, give it to me. Now you have more room. I took the Ganesha, I took the Kalash, I took the Navagrahas, and now you have more room. Right? They had the one plate is busy in the fruit here. Look. Yeah. I gave them the four plate each puja thali. Fruit just here. Fruit is hers. Fruit is belongs to this thali. You had 4 plates, right? Huh? 2 for the Navagraha.
Yeah.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why I have 6 here. 6 Navagraha. Very good. Okay. No problem. So you need 1 more plate, right? Okay. Okay, he has 1 plate. Oh, good. So now next is our main puja. That is the Satyanarayana puja, right? In your homeland, people worship the salagram. When? This one, pass it. Give it to Maya. The first here. Yeah. This one, give it to her. Here. Or then 1, 2, 3, right? This is for you. 4. And this is for you. 5. Shalagram only black color needs to put it in thali. Now take a few flower petal and rice and do the dhyan. Here we do 16 step of the puja. That is called Shodsopchar. We have 2 kind of the puja. One is called Panchopchar and second one called Shodsopchar. So here and now at this time we will follow the 16 steps. So first is the dhyan. Next sloka is also very common. Shantakaram bhujagashayanam. Om Shantakaram bhujagashayanam padmanabham suresham Vishwadharam gaganashatrisham meghavarnam shubhangam Lakshmi kantam kamalanayanam yogaviradhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokayekanatham Shasankachakram Sakiritakundalam Sapitavastram Sarasiruhikranam Saharavakshasthala Shobhita Kaustubham Namami Vishnum Sirasa Chaturbhujam Om Narayana Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat Om Bhagavate Sri Satyadevaya Namaha Dhyayami Dhyana Puspam Samarapayami. You can offer on the shalagram, you can offer on the deity. So dhyan. After dhyan, avahan. Take little bit rice. Om manojyotirjuktamajisya brahaspatirjagamimantanutvarishtam jagegum samamam dhatu vishve devasa ihamaadayantam. Om pratishtha. Om bhagavate Shri Satyadevaya namah. Avahayami avahanam samarapayami. Avahanam samarapayami. Then one flower petal for asana. Om Purukha Evedagum Sarvam Jadbhutam Jachabhavyam Utamritatwasheshanah Jadannena Tirohati. Om Bhagavate Shri Satyadevaya Namah. Idam Puspasanam Samarapayami. Puspasanam Samarapayami. 1 spoon water. Om etavan samahimato jayan chapurukhah padosya svabhutani trapadsyamritam divi. Om bhurvasva bhagavate Shri Satyadevaya namah. Idam padayoh padyam samarapayami. Offer on his feet. In the shalagram, you can offer on the black color shalagram. And on the murti, you can offer on feet. Now, second time, again take little bit of water. Take 1 flower petal together. Now it is called Arghya. Om Tripadur Govudait Purukha Pado Seha Bhavat Punah Tato Vikhung Vikramata Shashanana Shane Abhi. Om Bhagavate Shri Satyadevaya Namah. Hastayor Arghyam Arghyam Samara Payami. Offer in his hands. Hastayor Arghyam Samara Payami. Again take water in the spoon and this time offer in his mouth. That is called Achmaniyam. Om Tato Beraja Yata Berajo Adhipurukha Sajato Atyarichata Paschat Bhumi Matho Puraha. Right hand se spoon लीजिए ना, right hand se spoon लीजिए, दाहिने हाथ से spoon. हाँ. Oh नहीं नहीं, आप उल्टे हाथ क्यों ले रहे हो? Again you, left hand का water छोड़ दीजिए. Yeah, it's very simple. Yeah. So we were in the Achmani, right? Om Tato Berad Jayata Verajo. आप ना मायाबेन को देखते रहिए. आपको दूसरे जगह देखने की जरूरत नहीं. नहीं, सामने बगल में देखिए. आप बगल में देखो ना. इसलिए तो आपको मायाबेन के साथ बिठाया है ना. चल शुरू करें. Achmani. This time after the mantra, offer in his mouth. Om Tato Berad Jayata Verajo Adhipurukha Sajato Atyarichata Paschat Bhumi Matho Puraha. Om Bhagavate Shri Satyadevaya Namah. Idam Mukhe Achmanim Samarapayami. Achmanim Samarapayami. Again take water and this time offer on his head. Om Suddhavala Sarva Suddhavalo Manivala Tadasunaha Seta Seta Choron Se Rudai Pajaptai Karana Jama Vitara Utrana Bhorupaha Parjanyaha. Om Bhagavate Shri Satyadevaya Namah. Idam Suddhoda Kasnaniyam Samarapayami. Now next is the Panchamrita. Use the 5-time Panchamrita offer to the Lord Shri Satyanarayana Deva. Yeah, we will pass together. Om Payah Prithivyam Payod. Yeah, 5 times. Om Payodadhighritam Chaiva Madhucha Sarkaranyutam Panchamritam Mayanitam Stanartham Pratigrihatam. Om Payah Prithivyam Paya Okhadhisu Payo Divyantarikṣe Payodhaha Payaswatihi Pradeshaha Shantu Mahyam. Om Dadhikrabno Akarikam Jishno Rasasavajinah Surabhino Mukhakarata Prana Ayugum Kitarikata. Om Gritam Mimiksha Gritam Sajonere Grite Srto Gritavasodham Anukudava Bahamades Swaha Kritam Brikabhakshavyam. Om Madhu Vata Ritayate Madhukshiranti Sindhavaha Madhvirana Santo Gadehi Madhunaktamutokso Madhumatapardhi Pungrajaha Madhu Dyaurastunaha Pita Madhumam Vanaspatira Madhumam Astu Suryaha Madhvirgavo Bhavantunaha. Om Ikshusara Samudbhuta Sakara Pushtikarika Malapaharika Divyasnanartham Pratigrihatam. Use 1 spoon water. Om Gange Cha Jamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Ashnanartham Pratigrihatam. Om Bhagavate Shri Satyadevaya Namah. Suddhoda Kasnaniyam Samarapayami. Take 1 flower petal, rice, kumkum together and offer these all 3 items to the Lord Shri Satyanarayana Dev. Om Saklopchar. Just leave it over there. Leave it over there. 1 flower petal. little bit rice, and kumkum or turmeric powder together offered to the Lord Satyanarayana. Saklopachararthe gandhakshata puspani samarpayami namaskaromi. Now this time fill your pot with the water, copper pot. Water jug there. Right. Okay. You have the water, right? And use the spoon, copper spoon, and I'm going to chant the Purusha Shuktam. During this chanting, slowly offer the water to Lord Shri Satyanarayana Dev. Yes. Ready? बोल श्री सत्यदेव भगवान की जय. हरि ओम. ओम सहस्रशीरखा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात सभूमिकुं सर्वतः कृत्वात्यति सदशाङ्गुलम् पुरुष एवेदकुं सर्वं जलभूतं जजभाव्यम् उदामृतत्वशेषाणः जदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावान् महिमातो जायान् च पुरुषः पादो शिर्ष्वा भूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतन्दिवि त्रिपादुर्गोदे पुरुषः पादोस्तेहा भवत्पुनः ततो विक्रामतः शासनानसने अभिततो विराजजायत विराजोपधिपूरुषः सजातोऽतिरिक्तपश्चात् भूमिमथो पुरः तस्माज्ज्ञातर्बहुतः संभृतं प्रकराज्यम् पशुस्ताञ्जगे वायव्या नारण्या ग्राम्या च जे तस्माज्ज्ञातर्बहुतरिजः सामानि जगिरे छन्दागुंस जगिरे तस्माज्जलस्तस्मादजायत तस्माद् जायन्त जे केशो भयादतः गावो जगिरे तस्मात् जाता अजावयः तं जग्यं परहि प्रौषन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्यार्घयश्च जे जतपुरुषं यदधुः कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्यासीत् किं बाहु किमूरुपादा उच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहु राजन्यः कृतः ऊरु ततश्च जतवैश्यः पद्भ्यागुं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातचक्षोः सूर्यो अजायत श्रोताद्वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखादग्निरजायत नाभ्या आसीदं दर्शगुं तीक्ष्णौद्यौः समवर्ततापद्भ्यां भूमिर्दतः श्रोता तथा लोकाम् अकल्पयन् जतपुरुषेण विगादेवा जगमकन्वत वसन्तोऽस्यासीदाजं ग्रीष्मद्वासरद्धविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयस्त्रैः सप्तसमिधः कृताः देवाजितयन् तन्वाना अवदनन् पुरुषं वसुम्मा जग्नेन जगमयजं तदेवास्तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन्न तेहनाकं महिमानः सकन्त यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः अद्यः संवृतः पृथिवीरसाच्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताग्रे तसतुष्टाविदद्रूपमेति तन्मतस देवतमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तं आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमे विदित्वा मृतमेति नान्यः बन्धा विदितेनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तर जायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस जोनिं परिपश्यन्ति धीरात्मस्मिन् हतधुर्भुवनानि विश्वा जो देवेभ्यः आत्मतयो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वोचो देवेभ्यो जातो नमो वृषाय ब्राह्मणे वृषं ब्राह्मण जनयन्तो देवाग्रे तदब्रह्मण्यजस्त्वैव ब्राह्मणो विद्यातस देवाः संवते श्रेष्ठते लक्ष्मीशपत्न्या महोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमस्तु ज्ञातम् इखन्निखानामुम् इखान सर्वलोकम् इखान ओम देवहौ शान्ति अन्तरिक्षगुं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरौषधयः शान्तिर्वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वगुं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ओम सुशान्तिर्भवतु ओम सुशान्तिर्भवतु ओम सर्वारिष्ट सुशान्तिर्भवतु idam amritodaka abhishekam arpanamstu. Now use the water, offer him, and clean him, wipe him, and the water stuff, put it in the empty copper plate, empty bowl, steel bowl. Ganga Sindhu Saraswati cha Jamuna Godavari Narmada Kaveri Sarayu Mahendra Tanaya चरमन्वती वेगिका क्षेप्रावे प्रवती महासुर नदी ख्याता गया गंडकी पूर्ण जलेन समुद्र सहिता स्नानं सदा मंगलम. कोई बोलो जमुना जलमा केसर घोरी. जमुना जलमा केसर घोरी स्नान कराऊं श्यामला हलके हाथे अंगे लाड़ लड़ाऊं अमला. जमुना जलमा केसर घोरी स्नान कराऊं मला तेल सुगंधी न किया अंगे लुचिया वस्त्रो पीलु पीतांबर प्यार तेल सुगंधीना के आपू वाकड़िया तुझ बालमा जमुना जलम केसर घोरी स्नान कराऊं कुम केरू तिलक सजावो ते क्रम तारा बालमा अलबेली आँखों अंजन मारा बालमा जमुना जल केसर घोरी स्नान कराओ श्यामला हंसती जाऊं बाटे छाटे नाची उठूं ताल हंसती जाऊं नाचे उठूं ताल नजर न लागे श्याम सुंदर टपका कर दूं गाल जलमा केसर घोरी स्नान कराऊं मला पगमा झांझर रुम झुम बाजे करमा कंकण बालमा पगमा झांझर कंकण बालमा कंठे माला काने कुंडल तोड़े चितरू बालमा जमुना जलमा केसर घोरी स्नान कराऊं मोर मुकुट माथे पहराऊं आपू मुरली हाथ मोर मुकुट पहराऊं आपू मुरली हाथ कृष्ण कृपालु निरखी शोभा वारी जाऊं बालमा जमुना जलमा घोरी स्नान कराऊं श्यामला दूध कटोरी भरी ने आपू पियो ने मारा बाल दूध कटोरी भरी ने आपू पियो ने मारा बालमा भक्त मुडलनी निरखी शोभा राखो चरणे श्यामला जमुना जलम केसर घोरी स्नान कराऊं श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय श्री सत्यदेव भगवान की जय So now next is the vastra. So vastra means this red color thread. Take one piece red color thread. If possible, make the loop. Om basoho pavitrmasi satadharam basoho pavitrmasi sahasradharam devasatva savita punad basoho pavitrena satadharena supva kama dhukshaha. Om bhagavate Shri Satyadevaya namaha. Idam vastropavastram samara payami. Vastropavastrante suddhachmaniyam samarpayami. Take another red color thread. Om yagno pavitam paramam pavitram prajapaterja sahajam purastad आयुष्यमक्रयं प्रतिमुञ्च शोभ्रं जगनो पवितं बलमस्तु तेजः दिवे यज्ञोपवीते बृहस्पति देवते भगवते श्री सत्यदेवाय नमः यज्ञोपवीतं समर्पयामि यज्ञोपवीतां ते शुद्धाचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि then offer there यज्ञोपवीतं समर्पयामि यज्ञोपवीतां ते शुद्धाचमनीयं समर्पयामि then use the red color powder ओम कुमकुमं कामना देव्यं कामने कामदं शुभं कुंकुमेनार्चितो देव अतः शांतिं प्रयच्छ मे then on his forehead on his feet also कस्तूरी तिलकं ललाट पटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुकरे कंकणम सर्वांगे हरिचंदनम सुललितम कंठे च मुक्तावलिम गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपाल चूड़ामणिम. Then take little bit rice. Om Akshatascha Surasreshta Kumkumakta Shushobhita Maya Nivedito Bhaktya Grihana Parameshwara Idam Akshatam Bhagavate Sri Satyadevaya Namaha. Akshatam Samarapayami. Take some flower petal in your hand. Om Sevanti Kavakula Champaka Patalabjai उन्नागजात करवीर रसाल पुष्पैः बेल्व प्रबाल तुलसी दल मंजरी भी त्वं पूजयामि जगदेश्वर मे प्रसीद. एतानि नानाविध पुष्पाणि भगवते श्री सत्यदेवाय नमः. पुष्पं समर्पयामि. पुष्पं समर्पयामि. Then use different color powders. Om ahiriv bhogaihe paryetim bahunjaya hetim paribadamana. It's like that. Pinch your finger and offer them. Om Sweta Churnam Rakta Churnam Haridram Kumkumam Tatha Sindurena Deva Ataha Shantim Prayachame. Om Bhurvaswa Bhagavate Sri Satyadevaya Namaha. Nana Parimal Saubhagya Dravyam Samarapayami. If you have tulsi leaf, you can offer the tulsi leaf. Om Tulsim Hema Rupam Cha Ratna Rupam Cha Manjarim Bhavam Moksha Prajanityam Arpayami Haripriya. No, it's not there. It's not in the puja thali. Yeah. Now take 1 spoon water, and this water do not offer in the Satyanarayana plate, in the another empty plate. Okay, offer in the another empty plate. Om Vanaspati Rasodbhuto Gandhadi Uganduttamah Agreyam Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Pratigrihatam. Om Bhruvaswa Bhagavate Sri Satyadevaya Namaha. Dhupam Agrapayami. Dhupam Samarapayami. You can pass. Dhupam Agrapayami. Take another spoon water. Om Sajyam Chavarate Sanjuktam Bahanina Yojitam Maya Deepakam Grihana Medeva Trailukyam Timirapaham. Om Bhagavate Sri Satyadevaya Namaha. Idam Deeparte Apaha Samarpayami. Dhupam Agrapayami Deepakam Samdarshayami. Dhup Deepante Suddha Achmaniyam Samarpayami. Suddha Achmaniyante Naivedyam. You can see one betel leaf, Nagarvelna pan, green color leaf. It is in your puja thali. Take 1 leaf and take all fruits on it. Banana, apple, whatever you have. Yeah. Bhagwan ne agar salagram bali thali. Hold it in your hand. Okay. Om Bhurvuvaswah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Dayata. Carefully put it around him or front of him, wherever you can get the place. Om Todiya Vastu Govinda Tubhyameva Samarpitam Grihana Samukho Bhutva Prashida Purushottama. Om Brahma Arpanam Brahma Vihi Brahmagnau Brahmana Hutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. Etani Nana Vidha Phalani Naivedyani Bhagavate Sri Satyadevaya Namaha. And now make your left hand like curtain, use your right hand like a spoon and offer in 5 times. Om Pranaya Swaha, Om Apanaya Swaha, Om Vyanaya Swaha, Om Udanaya Swaha, Om Samanaya Swaha. 5 times water offer in the empty copper plate. Om Madhye Madhye Paniyam Jalam Samara Payami, Uttara Posanam Samara Payami, Hasta Praksharanam Samara Payami, Mukha Praksharanam Samara Payami, Karudvararthe Gandham Samara Payami. Mukhavasarthe ilalvanga pugi phalatambulam samarpayami. Then take little bit rice. Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagre Bhuta Sajata Patreka Asita Saudadhar Pravidyam Demam Kasmaya Devaya Havikha Videma Idam Dravadaksham Om Bhagavate Sri Satyadevaya Namaha Dravadaksham Samara Payami. Then close your hand and clockwise 4 times just to make a circle. This is called mantra pradakshana. Om Jay Tirthani Pracharanti Srika Hastani Kangina Tekhagung Sahasrayojaneva Dhanwani Tanmasi. Idam mantra pradakshanam samara payami. Then take flower petal and rice in your hand and do the final namaskar to Lord Shri Satyanarayana Deva. Om Amogam Pundarekaksham Nrsingham Daitya Shudanam Hrishikesham Jagannatham Vagesham Varadayakam Gunatrayam Gunatidam Govindam Garudadhvajam Janardhanam Jananandam Janaki Vallabham Jayam Pranamami Sada Satya Narayana Mata Param Durgame Vishame Ghore Satrubhi Paripidite Vividha Patsu Dushteshu Tatha Anyeshu Abhijat Bhayam Namani Etani Sankirtya Epsitam Phalamapniyat Shri Satyanarayanam Devam Vandeham Kamadam Prabhum Leelaya Chatado Vishwam Jena Tasmai Namo Namaha. Om Bhagavate Shri Satyadevaya Namaha. Idam Prarthana Purvakam Namaskaran Samara Payami. Offer to the Lord Satyanarayana Dev. And 1 spoon water offer in the empty copper plate. Anena Kirtena Pujanena Bhagavan Shri Satyanarayana Devata Priyadam Namama Namama. Bol Shri Satyadeva Bhagavan ki Jai. Now is a Katha time. So 1, 2, any youngsters? क्या गया? इन्हों दिख रहा क्या गया? Doctor Sahab? Oh, Doctor Sahab. Where is your Bal Gopal?
They are busy.
Oh, they are busy. Okay. Om Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Chaiva Tato Jayamudira. Take one flower petal in your hand, and at the end of each chapter, we offer this flower to Lord Shri Satyanarayana Dev. Om Atha Shri Satyanarayana Pratakthayam Prathamodhyayah Vyasuvacha Ekadanim Sharanyesha Saunakadya Prapachormanaya Sarve Sudam Pauranikam Khalu Rishiha Uchuhu Bratena Tapsa Kimba Prapsate Vanchitam Phalam Tasrapam Srodamichami Gathaswamune Sutu Vacha Nardena Evisam Prishto Bhagwan Kamalapati Surarsai Jatevaha Sasridham Samahita. A story of Lord Shri Satyanarayana Bhagwan, chapter 1. Take this mic. Go ahead.
First chapter. Once upon a time, while traveling the 3 worlds, Yogiraj Narad Muni reached Mrityulok. He saw the human beings suffering immensely. He visited the abode of Lord Vishnu, who alone can relieve mankind from the sufferings. There he met the almighty Lord Vishnu with 4 arms, having Shankha, Chakra, Gada, and Padma, wearing Tulsi Mala on his neck. He started to pray and requested, "O Lord, you are the supreme power. Nothing can touch you. Not even wind or mind can get you. Your power is limitless. You know everything. You help your devotees to overcome their sufferings and sorrows." Hearing all the pleadings of Sadhu Narad Muni, the Almighty Supreme Lord Vishnu, knowing everything, asked Narad Muni, "O Narad, why have you come to me, and what do you want from me? Tell me. I want to hear the same from you." Yogiraj Narad Muni replied, "O Lord, I just went to Mrityulok, where I saw all kinds of human beings suffering and sorrow due to their previous karma. O Lord, the Almighty, is there no way that their suffering becomes less, or is it possible that they get complete moksha from their sufferings? If so, please let us know." The Lord at once replied, "O Narad, you have asked a very good question for the benefit of all humankind. To free mankind from all sufferings and ultimately reach heaven, there is one birth, and today I will tell you all about it. Anyone who does Shri Satyanarayana's written Puja in the right way will get all the pleasures on earth and will reach his goal. Yogi Raj Narad Muni said, "O Lord, has anyone kept this fast before? This vrat is done on which day and how exactly is it done? Please do let us know all the details." Whosoever does Bhagwan Shri Satyanarayana Kathas with Brahman and with his family with full rights will be relieved of his sufferings and sorrows, and will be bestowed with increase in wealth and wisdom, will be blessed with children, get overall victory, and increased devotion. For this prayer, one requires ripe bananas, ghee, milk, churi. After the prayers, all present must have the prasad and then take their meals together, and then sing, praise, and chant mantras of Lord Satyanarayana. By doing this, their wishes will be fulfilled. This vrat in Kalyug gives the boon very quickly.
This chapter of Lord Shri Satyanarayana Swami is over it. This is Skanda Purane Reva Khande Shri Satyanarayana Kathayam Prathamodhyaya. Bol Shri Satyadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. Again, take one flower petal. Now, chapter 2. Om Athanya Samrakshami Kritam Jena Puradajaha Kashit Kasi Pureram Meha Viproti Nirthana Chaturvabhyam Vyakalo Bhutva Nityapa Brahma Bhutale Dukhitam Brahmanam Drishta Bhagavan Brahmana Priyaha. Go ahead. Chapter 2.
The Lord said, "O Narad, now I will tell you about the first person who did this fast. In a place called Sundarkashpur, there used to live a very innocent Brahmin. In hunger and thirst, he used to roam for his daily bread. When the loving Lord saw the Brahmin in sorrow and begging daily, he took disguise of an old Brahmin and asked him, 'Oh dear, why are you so sad? Please tell me all about your difficulties. Is there any way I could help you out?' The Brahmin told the Lord, 'I am a poor Brahmin, and I roam daily for bread. Do you know if there is any way to come out of all this sorrow?' The old Brahmin said, 'Lord Satyanarayana Raja grants all the wishes of all the people. Dear Brahmin, that is why if you pray to him and keep his fast, you will overcome all your sorrows and get moksha.' After telling him all the details of the prayer and the fast, the old Brahmin, i.e. the Lord, disappeared. The Brahmin could not sleep that night. He kept thinking of the fast and the prayer which the Lord had asked him to do. In the morning, he woke up with the thought that anyhow he must do the prayer and went out to get his bhiksha. On that day, the Brahmin got a lot of money, from which he bought all the necessary things for the prayer, called his family, and did Lord Satyanarayana Raji's prayer. By doing so, the Brahmin overcame all of his sorrows and became rich. From that time onwards, he used to do the prayers every month without fail. In this way, whoever does Lord Satyanarayana's prayers will get moksha. Anyone on earth who does this prayer will be relieved from all sorrows." When Narad Muni noticed that the people on earth were eager to know about the other people who kept this fast, he narrated another story. The same Brahmin, now a rich person, used to do the prayer every month without fail with his family. Once, when he was doing his prayer, a woodcutter passed from there. After keeping the bundle of wood outside the house, the Brahmin's house, he went in for some water. The thirsty woodcutter saw the Brahmin doing his prayers. He bowed down to the Brahmin and asked him, "O Brahmin, what are you doing? Please tell me all about it." The Brahmin replied, "To grant all the wishes of human beings, this fast and prayer is useful. I have acquired all the wealth and fame by doing this prayer of Lord Satyanarayana Raji." After hearing about the prayer and drinking the water, the woodcutter felt happy. He ate the prasada and left for his house. Thinking of Lord Satyanarayana Raji in his mind, he said, "Whatever today I get from selling wood, I will also do this prayer." So thinking that, he kept the bundle of wood on his head and left home. On the way home, he went roaming in Sundarnagar for selling the wood. On that day, he got 4 times more money than usual for the wood. Feeling happy, he went and bought all the things necessary for the prayers and proceeded homewards. On reaching his house, after cleaning it, he called his family and did the prayer with due respect. The reward of the feast of the fast was that he became rich and had all the pleasures of life on this earth, and in the end of his life, he went to heaven.
This chapter of Lord Shri Satyanarayana Swami is over. It is Skanda Purane Reva Khande Shri Satyanarayana Kathayam Dudiyodhyaya. Bol Shri Satyadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. Again, take one flower petal. Now, chapter 3. Om Athanya Samprokshami Kritam Jena Puradaja. Puracha Ulkam Kona Mon Nirpasin Mahamati Jitendriya Satyavadi Jajavdevalayam Pradina. जडो देवालयं प्रति दिने दिने धर्म कृत्वा विद्यां संतोषयत् सुधीः. Now check. Mic.
Satyanarayana Narad said, "O dear people, now let me tell you another story. There was a king named Ukamakak. He was very wise. He would go daily to the temple and give donations to the Brahmins. His wife was a pious and beautiful lady. At the banks of Madhushala River, one day when they were doing Lord Shri Satyanarayana's prayer, a wealthy businessman was passing from there. He anchored his boat and went up to the king and asked him, "O king, what are you doing with so much bhakti? I wish to know. Please tell me all about it." The king replied, "O merchant, I am praying to the great Almighty, the boon giver Lord Satyanarayana Ji, for a son." The merchant, on hearing this, requested the king to tell him all about the fast and prayer, as he was childless too. The king told him the full details of the prayer and fast. After hearing all the details, he decided in his mind to keep this fast. The merchant then left homewards. On reaching home, he told his wife Lilavati all about the fast and prayer and said, "We will do this fast when we get a child." One day, with the grace of Lord Shri Satyanarayana, his wife became pregnant. In 10 months' time, she gave birth to a beautiful daughter. They named her Kalavati. Days passed by. One day, Lilavati slowly and sweetly reminded her husband about the prayer and fast and requested him to fulfill his promise. The merchant told his wife that during the time of Kalavati's wedding, it would be easy to observe the same, for at the moment he was busy in his business. So saying, he left for his business trip to various villages. Kalavati grew up to be a beautiful girl. When the merchant saw that his daughter was of marriageable age, he called the matchmaker and requested him to search for an equal match for his daughter. Hearing the merchant's request, the matchmaker reached Kanchannagar. From there, he bought the proposal of a young, handsome boy. The merchant liked the proposal, for the boy had all good qualities too. He then spoke to the boy's parents and fixed his daughter's marriage. The marriage was done with all the religious ceremonies and rituals. Unfortunately, the merchant forgot all about his promise to do the Lord's Sri Satyanarayana's prayer and fast. The Lord got angry at the false promise made by the merchant. The merchant, after a few days, left for his business trip with his son-in-law. They anchored their boat in a beautiful village named Ratnapur. In those days, King Chandraketu used to rule the village. The Lord was angry with the merchant for the false promise made by him, and so he wanted to teach him a lesson. One day, the thieves robbed the wealth of the king, and they went and stayed where the merchant was staying. Seeing the guards following them, they left all the loot over there where the merchant was staying and hid themselves. When the guards reached the merchant's place, they saw all the king's wealth. Thinking them to be robbers, they handcuffed the merchant and his son-in-law and took them to the king and told him that they were responsible for the theft. The king, without questioning or listening to them, ordered to put them in a dark cell. Due to Lord Satyanarayana's Maya, nobody heard them. Even their wealth was confiscated by the king. At the merchant's house, the thieves robbed all their wealth, and his wife and daughter had to beg for their daily bread. One day, begging for food, Kalavati reached a Brahmin's house where at the time Lord Satyanarayana's puja was going on. After listening to the prayer and taking the prasad, she left for home. By that time, it had become dark. Lilavati was worried. She asked her daughter Kalavati, "Why are you so late?" To which Kalavati told her mother, "Oh mother, today in a Brahmin's house I heard a prayer. By doing this prayer and fast, all your wishes get fulfilled." On hearing this, Lilavati started doing all the preparations for the prayer of Lord Satyanarayana. She did the fast and prayer and asked the Lord for forgiveness and prayed that her husband and her son-in-law should return home safely. Lord Satyanarayana was pleased with the prayer and the fast. One day, he told King Chandraketu in his dream, "O king, you must release the merchant and his son-in-law from the dark cell tomorrow morning. Give them their health and set them free. If you do not do so, your kingdom will be destroyed." In the morning, the king called the court people and told them about the dream. The court people, after hearing about the dream, came to the conclusion to free the merchant and his son-in-law. They asked the guards to bring the prisoners from the dark cell. King Chandraketu gave them good clothes, all their wealth, and plus some more, and set them free. The king told them that due to their wrongdoings, they had to undergo the suffering, but now there was nothing to fear and they could go back home. They bowed down to the king and left homewards.
This chapter of Lord Sri Satyanarayana Swami Purane Deva Khande Sri Satyanarayana Prathayam Tritiyo Adhyaya Bol Sri Satyadeva Bhagavan Ki अथ चतुर्थोऽध्याय सुदुवाच यात्रा तो कृतवान् साधुर्मङ्गलायन पूर्विकाम् ब्राह्मणेभ्यो धनं दत्त्वा तदा तु नगरं जयौ कियद्दूरे गते साधो सत्यनारायण प्रभो जिज्ञासां कृतवान् साधो किमस्ति तरणौ तव. Now chapter 4.
Suchi said, the merchant prayed first and then gave some wealth to the Brahmin before starting his journey homewards. When they went a little further, Lord Satyanarayana wanted to test them. He took the disguise of an old man and went up to the merchant and asked him, "What is in your boat? Give me a little from there." In his ego and pride, the merchant replied, "O old man, we have nothing in our boat except hay and leaves." On hearing such harsh words of the merchant, the Lord said, "Your words will be true." So saying, he went from there and sat on the bank of the river. When the Lord went away, the boat started to rise higher in the water. The merchant was surprised at this. When he went to check in the boat, he saw that his boat was filled with leaves and hay only. Seeing this, he fainted. When he came to his senses, he was very much worried. He said, "How could this happen?" At this, his son-in-law told him, "Do not cry over this. All this happened because you spoke harshly to the old man and lied to him. Still, nothing is lost. You could go back to him and ask for forgiveness, and he will set everything right." The merchant, after hearing the words of his son-in-law, went in search of the old man. He bowed down before him and with respect said, "O Lord, please forgive me for the false, harsh words that I have spoken to you." So saying, he bowed down with tears of sorrow in his eyes. When the Lord saw the merchant in his state of sorrowness and crying for forgiveness, he said, "Do not cry, listen to me. O foolish person, due to your false promise, you have seen all this sorrow and suffering." On hearing the Lord say this, the merchant said, "O Lord, nobody can recognize your Maya, not even the gods or Brahmins know your ways and forms. I promise that I will pray to you." So saying, he asked for forgiveness. He said, "Please forgive me and let my boat be filled with wealth again like before." On hearing the merchant's words filled with bhakti, the Lord was happy and he fulfilled his wish. When the merchant mounted his boat and saw it full with wealth again, he thanked the Lord and said, "With Lord Satyanarayana's grace, my wish is fulfilled. When I reach home, I will do his prayer and fast." So saying, he left homewards. When the merchant saw that his hometown Ratnapur is nearing, he sent a messenger in advance to his house to inform his wife and daughter of his homecoming. The messenger, on reaching the merchant's house, bowed down to the merchant's wife and gave them the most awaited news that the merchant and his son-in-law have reached Ratnapur. Lilavati had just finished doing her Satyanarayana Puja. She told her daughter to finish doing the prayer and then come and receive her husband and her father. Lilavati finished doing hers quickly and without taking prasad, left to meet her husband. The Lord got angry at her behavior, so he drowned her husband with a boat. When Kalavati did not see her husband, she was shocked and she fainted on the floor. On seeing his daughter in the state of affairs and the sudden disappearance of the boat, the merchant was shocked. He prayed to Lord Satyanarayana, asked him for forgiveness, and prayed to the Lord to take them out of this difficulty. The Lord then made an announcement. "O merchant, your daughter in a hurry to meet her husband has left my prasad, hence you cannot see her husband. Now when she goes back and takes the prasad with due respect and then returns, only then she will see her husband." On hearing the voice, Kalavati ran home, ate the prasad, and came back and met her husband. When the merchant saw this, he was very happy. The merchant then did Lord Satyanarayana's prayers and fasts with his family every month. Finally, he had all the pleasures of life, and after death, he went to heaven.
This chapter of Lord Shri Satyanarayana Swami Jovariti Purane Reva Khande Shri Satyanarayana Vatsayam Chaturthodhyaya Bole Shri Satyadeva Bhagavan Ki Jai.
Take one flower petal in your hand. Now, this is the last chapter, and after this last chapter, the few bhajans, so singers, please be ready. After this, chapter 5. Now, chapter 5. Suji said, "O people, listen further to another story. A king named Tungadhwaja was famous for his generosity to his subjects, but he had to suffer a lot due to the disrespect he had shown to the prayer of Lord Sri Satyanarayana and his prasad, which he did not accept when it was offered to him. One day, when hunting in a forest, he sat down under a tree. There he saw a few villagers doing the prayers of Lord Sri Satyanarayana. The king saw all this, but due to his false ego, neither did he join them nor bow down to the idol of the Lord. When the villagers gave him the prasad, he did not accept it and went away from there." So when the king reached his kingdom, he saw that everything was destroyed and all his 100 sons were lying dead on the floor. The king realized that this had happened all due to his false ego. So thinking, he started walking towards the place where the villagers were doing their prayers. There with them, he did the prayers of Lord Sri Satyanarayana ji and had the prasad and charnamrita and put it in all his sons' mouth. By doing this, all his sons became all right. He got back all his wealth and comforts of life, and finally, in the end, after he died, he went to heaven. Anybody who keeps this fast with full faith and recite the prayers of Lord Sri Satyanarayana ji, all his wishes will be fulfilled. With the grace of the Lord, he will get eternity. The wealthless will receive wealth and will go to heaven, and finally will come out of the circle of the birth and death. In this way, whoever does Lord Sri Satyanarayana's prayer will be free from all sorrows and will ultimately reach heaven and get moksha. This chapter of Lord Sri Satyanarayana Swami is over. It is Sri Skanda Purane Reva Khande Sri Satyanarayana व्रत कथायाम पंचमो अध्याय बोल श्री सत्यदेव भगवान की अच्युतम केशवम राम नारायणम कृष्ण दामोदरम भजे श्रीधरम माधवम श्री गोपिका वल्लभम जानकी नायकम श्री रामचंद्रम भजे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे बोल श्री सत्यदेव भगवान की जय. Take one flower in your hand. Now this is the last part of the puja. ओम जगनेन जगमय जंत देवास्तान धर्मान् प्रथमान्यासन्न देहनागम महिमानः सजन्त जत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः. ओम राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्य साहिने नमो वयं वैश्रवणाय कूर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम्. कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः. ओम स्वस्य साम्राज्यं भौज्यं स्वराज्यं वैराज्यं पारमेष्ठ्यं राज्यं महाराज्यमाधिपत्यमयं समन्तपर्यायी स्यात् सार्वभौमः सार्वायुधयान्तादा परार्धात् पृथिव्यै समुद्रपर्यन्ताया एकराडिते तदप्येक श्लोको विगीतो मरुतः परिवेष्टारो मरुतस्यावसंगृहे आवीक्षितस्य कामप्रे विश्वे देवाः सभासद इति. ओम विश्वतः चक्षुरुत विश्वतो मुखो विश्वतो बाहुरुत विश्वतः स्पातः संबाहुभ्यां मदमति संपदत्रेर्द्यावा भूमिं जनयन् देव एकः. ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्. इदं वेदोक्त दिव्य सुवर्ण मंत्र पुष्पांजलिं समर्पयामि. Close your hand and pray to the Lord Satyanarayana. Mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam sureshwara jad pujitam maya deva paripurnam tadastu me. Avahanam na janami visarjanam pujam chaiva na janami kshamyatam parameshwara. Take one spoon in the water in your hand. Om kayena vacha manasendriyena va buddhyatmana va prakriti swabhat karomi yadya sakalam parasmai narayanaayeti samarpayami. Sarvam Sri Krishnarpana mastu. Offer on the Lord Sri Satyanarayana Dev. So at this point, the puja part is over. Now, if few bhajan singers,
Yeah, we'll have
give them the mic.
Anybody wants to sing bhajan?
At 7:45, we will start the thar.
Puja.
So 10 more minutes for bhajan.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes for
10
bhajan.
minutes for
Patilji?
Either Pasi. Yes.
Okay, and then we can do thar.
10 minutes. 10
Would
minutes.
you like to sing a bhajan? No? No? Okay, then we'll do a couple of bhajan and then we'll do the thar.
Bhajans in any language.
Yeah, you can sing it in any language.
Yes.
मधुरिका जी आप गाते हैं? आप गाएंगे? मधुरा जी आपको गाना है? બધા સાથે ગાજો. ભારતી याद करें ना को बना अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्
रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् कौन कहता है भगवान खाते नहीं कौन कहता है भगवान खाते नहीं शबरी की तरह तुम खिलाते नहीं शबरी की तरह तुम खिलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं द्रौपदी की तरह तुम बुलाते नहीं द्रौपदी की तरह तुम बुलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् कौन कहता है भगवान सोते नहीं कौन कहता है भगवान सोते नहीं माँ यशोदा की जैसे तुम सुलाते नहीं माँ यशोदा की जैसे सुलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय somebody come give us 5 more minutes but then we'll do tal come on Bharti come here come with me તમે ગાઓ છો નીરુબેન નહીં I'm sure Roshni can you sing I'm trying to see I don't know everybody but please feel free to sing no one પરિવાર છે થોડી just doon kare okay yeah we just do doon
चलो आज मंगलवार से हनुमान चालीसा
हनुमान चालीसा करो that's a good one okay everybody do
it's very easy to sing together आप आए ना तो हनुमान चालीसा याद आ गई जल्दी से रखिए जल्दी से रखो this is our regular devotee on Tuesday right चलो ओम प्रणवं पवन कुमार खलबल पावक ज्ञान घन जासु हृदय आगार बस पाहि राम शरचाप धर। बोल हनुमान जी महाराज की जय। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि। वरणौ रघुबर विमल यश जोदायक फल चारि। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर। जय कपीस तिहु लोक प्रभुचार। राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा। अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी। कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन वरण विराज सुकेसा। कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। आगभद्र ध्वजा विराजे। आगे मूज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन। तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर। राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया। राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा। विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे। रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए। श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई। तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई। सहस बदन तुमरो यश गावै। अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा। नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। ब्रह्म कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते। कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा। राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना। लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु। प्रियोदाई मधुर फल जानु। प्रभो मोक्तिका मिली मुख माहि। जय लागे गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते। सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे। हो तन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख रहे तुम्हारी शरणा। तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे। तीनों लोक हांकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे। महावीर जप नाम सुनावे। नासय रोग हरै सब पीरा। जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे। मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा। जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई
कोई भावे सोई अनंत जीवन फल पावे चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे राक्षसी नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख विसरावे अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई यहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता कीर्तन करई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटय विनय सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ करे कोई छोटई बंदी महासुख होई तो यहाँ पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा ओढ़ से पिता की गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि तेरा हे जय नाथ हृदय महावीरा हे जय नाथ हृदय महावीरा पवन समय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लक्ष्मण सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुररूप चंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय जमवाने आओ कान कुंवरिया जमवाने आओ कान कुंवरिया प्रेमी जमारे यशोदा मैया प्रेमी जमारे यशोदा मैया जमवाने आओ कान कुंवरिया जमवाने आओ कान कुंवरिया बाट जुए छे बलराम भैया बाट जुए छे बलराम भैया तारे युवा छे कानो ने भैया तारे युवा छे कानो ने भैया जमवाने आओ कान कुंवरिया माखन विसरी जानो कन्हैया माखन विसरी जामो कन्हैया जमुना जड़लो नंद जी नाचैया जमुना जड़लो नंद जी नाचैया जमवाने आओ कान कुंवरिया कानन की बीवी हो मुके तरैया कानन की बीवी हो मुके तरैया बची तुतारी बंसी बजैया बची तुतारी बंसी बजैया बंसी बजैया ओने में बसैया बंसी बजैया ओने में बसैया बंसी बजैया ओने में बसैया नाची उठे छे पुनीतैया नाची उठे छे पुनीतैया जमवाने आओ कान कुंवरिया बोल श्री सत्यनारायण देव की जय Any announcement?
Well, it is not
not announced yet, but the last day of the Adhik Mas, which is the 16th of August, we are planning to have a conclusion, bhajan by ourselves and a Mahaprasad. So 16th August, please come in the evening. When we start around 6:30, it will be over with the Aarti. Now this is not final yet, because we are thinking if we might do the puja, then we'll do at 4 o'clock. But on 16th, the last day, we are going to do something. And once it comes out, once it is decided, we'll send a note out.
So now we have Aarti.
August 19th is a Sundarkand, so 10 o'clock, so please come. And then the Shravan Mila starts, we have Abhishek, we have all the celebration comes for the Shravan month.
Okay, so now we have Aarti, just for the safety reason. Put the all chairs, backup chairs and all the chairs over there. And we have 2 lanes of the Aarti. So 1 lane is here and 1 lane over here. And in the between, we have live camera. So please do not disturb the live camera. Okay? First, the sponsors, please. Om Bhurvubhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Devo yo naha Om Jaya Jagadish Hare Swami Jaya Jagadish Hare Bhakta Jano Ke Santat Jano Ke Om Jaya Jagadish Hare Jo Hare Dukha Vinase Manata Swami Dukha Vinase Manata Dukha Sampati Bharayati Dukha Sampati Bharayati Bhakta Vinase Manata Om Jaya Jagadish Hare Matu Pita Tumane Swami Sarana Om Jaya Jagadish Hare Uma Purana Paramatma Pumanantarayami Swami Paragama Parameshwara Paragama Parameshwara Kumatavakeshwara Om Jaya Jagadish Hare Kumakaruna Kesasara Kumapalana Sarata Swami Kumapalana Sarata मैं मूढ़ फलकामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो हरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किसके निर्मल उदया तुमको मैं तुमकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीनबंधु दुखहरता तुम रक्षक मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे अपने हाथ उठाओ करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ द्वार करम ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार विकारो पाप हरो देवा स्वामी का करो श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ शांति धन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तन मन धन सब कुछ है तेरा, स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा, तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझको अर्पण प्यारा रे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट नाथ, जनों के संकट दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, गौराम करुणावताराम सर्वाणि नश्यन्तु प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे। भोग लगा। ओम प्राणाय स्वाहा, ओम अपानाय स्वाहा, ओम व्यानाय स्वाहा, ओम उदानाय स्वाहा, ओम समानाय स्वाहा। ओम सहना सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। बोल श्री गजानन गणपति महाराज की जय, श्री पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे माता की जय, श्री गिरिराज धरण की जय, श्री बाल कृष्ण लाल की जय, श्री राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय, श्री श्याम रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री उमापति महादेव की जय, श्री सत्यनारायण देव की जय। हर नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव। Thank you everyone. We have Mahaprasad at downstairs. So carefully first take Aarti and then Mahaprasad. If you go downstairs, please take the all prasad. दर्शन कर लो, दर्शन करो, नीचे आओ। Thank you. Thank you very much. You never struck any hard words. All this prasad goes down the stairs. Yeah. Yeah.
Poi la chi c'è? Did you write down Satyanarayana? Would you please, yeah, so we know. Somebody might know. કેમ છો? કેમ મસ્ત તમારા પાસે? Anybody can have a pen. How are you? Yeah, it's nice. That's a good. Have them back. Video. This is Samara. We are here for Aarti. Happy birthday to Samara. Okay.
Trisha.
લઈ ગયા
Just 1 second. I have to turn off the YouTube live now.